Are live now. Oops. Um, Hello everyone. This stream is not. Oop, we working? Okay. Good. Let's try that again. Hello everyone. Um, this is not a gaming stream. I want to come right out and say that. This is for my online English class, so if you guys do not care to watch, move along please, because this is just for me to get a grade. Okay? Alright. So, I am taking English 2 via FLVS. And this assignment is 3.09 Project Runaway. What I am to do in this assignment is to essentially critique this short film that, who was it that produced it? Grey Ghost Digital, I believe, produced. It seems to be very music. That's really how they're using it to build suspense. It's very audio dependent on building up, to moments and such. There's no talking, so to speak. I think the only talking is when she picks up the phone to dial 911. Alright, so essentially we're starting off with a jogger running through the woods. Actually, let's precede that because it started off with these eerie noises of the ocean and foghorns from a ship. But it's really just like it seems to be oversaturating the idea of horror. It's just a little too much build up. It's the opening scene, crying out loud, and it's like that moment in Jaws where it's just like da dun da. So a little oversaturated. I get it's supposed to be a short horror film, so to speak. The entirety of the plot is this jogger jogging through the woods. Goes to a lighthouse, comes back down after seeing a man standing by the ocean, and for whatever reason she ends up being followed by like a shadow. Yeah, it's weird. Excuse me a moment, I need to mute that. People will be distracting me. Sorry. But moving on. That opening scene is overlooking the ocean with really well oversaturated. Here, I think I can get an example. That I believe it should be giving you information or giving you sound, but that's seems to be overdoing it to me. So I'm asked what do you think? What do I think will happen? Well, obviously something bad. If they're building up this much so early on, then something's gonna go wrong within the first few moments of the video. From there we have her running through the woods, and I guess I would assume she's just a jogger, but it's just, again, overly saturated with this build-up music. So while she's jogging through the woods, it's like freaking Jaws trying to sneak up on her. We haven't even been introduced to the antagonist. Never mind the fact that it's like the first 3 seconds of the video. It's already building up, and probably should have put a little room in there for a more subtle build up, but sure, why not? Okay. Now, I'm gonna come down here and there are a few questions. Well, first off, let's go with the setting. I believe it was... Well, I said by the ocean and the woods. If I remember correctly, though, it was... What, New Jersey Shore, somewhere around there. Assume the mood, well, ominous early. A little too ominous, like, ironically ominous. Okay, so another question here is, how would you describe the runner's state of mind? Well, she seems calm initially, and, oh, for crying out loud. She seems calm initially, but upon the encounter of seeing this man sitting by the ocean, she seems freaked out for whatever reason. I don't understand why. But after she freaks out, she seems to start running away from that area. And when she's running away, the music gets all the more suspenseful, ominous. You know, the really big build-up, but it seems like, again, I say the build-up was too early because it just oversaturated it. And coming along, she does become a little more and more panicked, running faster, grabbing her side, which, if I remember from soccer, that's a cramp. So she's pushing herself much harder, trying to run away. I think another big thing is the foghorn that's affecting the sound, that for whatever reason that's adding to the ominous feeling of the situation. Well, okay, I'm looking at another question here. What techniques does the director use to help the viewer feel what the runner is feeling? Well, it's, again, the music. That's really the only prominent thing in this video, because there isn't very much verbalization other than the phone. But that was like a 5-second scene, give or take. So, oops. What? Her expression, you know, her face, that's really all that I can see that is used. And then, of course, we have this shadow figure that's chasing her. Well, not really chasing her, just appearing. For example, she, after going from the lighthouse down, she was in a bit of a panic. She returned into the woods, and she turned around, and this dark figure was standing. Initially, I thought it was just a guy in a suit, but upon closer examination, I came to realize the guy doesn't have a face, and he's fairly transparent. And also black. No, not African American. I'm not racist. I mean the actual color black. So, I guess it's some sort of ghost, evil specter or whatever, chasing her down. Well, there's also a lot of moving around with the camera. The camera angles seem to help with the music. For example, when she was standing at the lighthouse, it zoomed in on her eyes, focused in on her eyes, and you could see the panic in her eyes. All I saw was a man standing by the ocean, but this obviously disturbed her a lot. And seems that the music was, albeit most of the time peaking, with the type of suspense noise that I'm used to. For whatever reason, there was a little more room to up the tone even more, but they should have left it quiet in some of these occasions, I think. And we come to this end scene where she has run all the way from the woods to her house with this black figure chasing after her. She's fiddling with the door, trying to get the keys in, trying to unlock the door. She finally gets in with this creature sitting outside of her door. She closes it, locks it, runs over to the phone. I hear 3 tones, so I assume 911 or 999 if they're British. But assuming that this is an American class, I would assume 911. But suddenly this dark figure appears right next to her and she drops the phone. Well, what do I think happened to her? Probably dead. Why do I think that? Well, there's a build-up. It was working towards that. I don't really see any other way of it going. Unless this creature had some other thoughts in mind, but I can't go there both on YouTube and with class, but that's the ending I'm going to stick with, is she was killed. For respectful reasons. Well, that's about it. Let's have a look. Let's make sure. It's not really that great of a short film. Oh, by the way, I should probably mention the title. I am sorry. It is Eye Contact. The title of the movie, or short film, is Eye Contact. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that at the beginning. That's improper of me. Well, that's my take on this little short film that I had to critique. I think it wasn't that great, and that there could have been a lot more done to make it all the more suspenseful. Calming down the music probably would have helped, and then build up real quickly at the really tense scenes, rather than have it be ominous all the way through with pretty much near climax kind of music. That was just oversaturating it, and that's what I think ruined it. Otherwise, for a short film, they did a good job. Good camera angles. I don't quite understand the plot line all that much preceding her being chased, but I think with a little more viewing that might be able to change. I find it weird. Anyway. Sorry if this seemed a little disorganized. I'm using a live stream to record so that I can present this to you. Very, very disorganized. And it's not easy setting this up either. Well, I guess I will wrap up the stream here and get it rendered as a video so that I can send you the link. Okay, let's try and actually stop the stream now. And my computer is lagging. Great. And they all lived happily ever after. Come on. Hello. Please. No. Oh boy. Well, this is why you shouldn't use a live stream to record for a class, I guess. I can't, my computer is frozen because it's processing too much. I actually am probably going to have to close out the English tab so I can actually get a little bit of memory on the computer. I don't have enough RAM to do this. No, it's still at 100%. For crying out loud. I'm trying to end the stream. Ugh. Please. 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 Alt tab. 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 Dang it! Come on! Ugh. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. That was my film critique on eye contact. This is so bad. But that's what I get for doing it live. I don't really have much in the way of editing software, so this is really all I can shoot out. Sorry about that. Hopefully we can work with this. Well, bye.